You've heard of rock boys, but now, from the same creator, we bring you the slightly shinier, just as lumpy and bumpy, rocks, but with crystals. Prepare yourself for a serotonin roller coaster guaranteed to delight folks of all ages. Get yours now.
Why, hello there.
Longtime viewers of this channel may remember where moss outgrows, like a geode. Oh my god, I should make crystal versions someday. It only took 2 years. Better late than never. It just felt right to start the year off with some cozy Studio Ghibli nostalgia. Yes, I know it's February. Let's not talk about that. I am genuinely excited for you guys to see these little dudes, so let's not drag this out. If you like this video at the end, please consider liking and subscribing. It tells YouTube for some reason people like this and to throw more money at me so that I can afford the mountain of clay these projects take. Okay, let's go. I get it on the first try. Nope.
Not even a little bit.
Good enough. This is about to be swonky.
Wonky? Alright.
Yeah, that's gonna work. Can't put my thumbs up. It's right here. We're gonna make cute things. Okay.
You just scared the poop out of me.
We're starting with a fresh block because I know this is gonna take a lot of clay.
When I hear my voice on recording,
You get angry.
I get angry at how much I talk. Like, why can I just not stop talking? You know, I never had teachers tell me that I talked too much in class, but I know I did.
As per usual, to start this crystal journey, we grab some aluminum foil to get a base shape for our future sparkly friends.
Let's see what you got, baby girl.
Can you tell me I'm in focus so I don't have to look at the camera and I can focus?
You are in focus. Just look at me. Don't look at me. You got this.
You know what? It didn't go off the desk. What is a win? I'll take what I can get. Hey. Anything that doesn't yeet itself into non-existence works for me. With the shape planned out, we cover the foil blob in a layer of clay. Our first bean to be born has been dubbed Winifred, Winnie for short. Winnie is the calm, sweet one of the group that is just happy to be hanging out with her crystal pals.
Cute.
Alright, I'm excited to see whatever this is.
First, I'm gonna need you to show Jerry. Don't forget Jerry.
Jerry? Editor Sarah's making her own. This is Jerry. Jerry got a butt.
What I am.
Jerry has movable limbs.
And
he's got a butt, and he's got crystals, and he is a wonderful soul.
this is his child.
This is Jerry's kid. That is some interesting nubs we got going on there.
It's got little pebbles from hands. It's fine. Please just show them the rest of Jerry's child.
Is it the backside you wish me to?
Wha-bam!
They're definitely related.
Huh? Aww. That's how I say hello.
I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of him for becoming a dad. I do declare it would be a sin if my little rock friends didn't have a rock bottom. So they too must get the booty. We shall have cheeks. Yeah. Define the cheeks. Some can be supple, some can be fierce.
Jerry's child is fierce.
We support all booty shapes here.
We support all booty shapes and sizes here.
Gotta fit it into the video somehow. I'm not making an art doll. But dimples? Yes, quite. Lovely. Alright. We must rockify him more. We're bringing back the knife.
Let me see what you have. A knife.
No! Another knife. And you know, our hands for the rock texturings. Now, it is very scientific. We have many different methods. The first, probably most common, is foil. You take the foil, and if you do it enough, bada bing, bada boom. That's some rock texture. Okay, that's exhibit A. Now, if you want more jaggedy edges, this is where we get the knifey knife, right? And you just slice off certain sections in order to get sharp edges, if you will.
And you could do little chunks out of them, you know, like somebody dropped him and they shouldn't have, because how dare they?
Sorry.
And then, arguably the best technique, in my opinion, is the bonk. Look at that.
Wow.
We got bumps, and we got lumps, and that is what we are going to do to our boy.
It's beautiful.
There is no rhyme or reason. It is whatever feels right to you. What does Bob Ross say? There's no mistakes here, just happy accidents.
Jeez.
Though I love the bonk method, the knife method was my go-to for this project. Clearly, I just like a hint of danger. On brand for little Winnie, she's rocking a cutesy little face. Of course, we can't forget these stubby nubby rock feet, and I wanted our first bean to be sitting and just vibing.
Making a small boy.
Since the steps are all the same, more or less, for sculpting, I thought I'd share each one's base shape and name, then show all the texturing together. And this small bean is Pippin. No affiliation. Defo the mischievous of the group, always getting into some type of shenanigans and roping one another into trouble. Up next is Stanley's best friend. Not at all because he's just as dopey and clumsy, Wooble. Him being the tallest in his group like Stanley means he's always on the lookout for others, but easily distracted and often forgets how tall he is. Accompanying Wooble is his little sister, Pebble. See what I did there? To make sure our little Pebble didn't fall off, I was smart enough to add magnets. Arguably one of my faves, don't tell the others, is Chip, our little flat crystal bean. Chip has the opposite problem of Wooble. Our little boy is exceptionally wide, so just imagine a dog carrying a stick around and, well, you get the idea. Might explain why he's got quite a few, well, chips all over him. We're very creative over here. With their shapes sculpted out, everybody went through different scientific rockifying methods. Can't forget the nubs, and some were fancy enough to get arms. And finally, their little faces that cause some hardcore cute aggression is added. I got severe cute aggression right now. And I've pack bonded with everybody. I got names, I got stories, I got personalities. Oh, look at them. Holy heck, you're now my new favorite. Jesus, look how cute you are. And this little flat boy. Everybody should make a little rock friend. Everybody should do it. Everybody, go do it. Look at this. He wants a friend. Go make him a friend. Okay, but we have one more bean left to make, and it's going to be Kevin's cousin, who is actually going to be a geode instead of a little moss ball. But that's what we're going to do. So let's do it. Oh my god, dude, seriously, if I just look at them long enough, it's just like, my mental health is better. I'd say that's bullish, and you know, we got some nice cracks, and so we can see the geode within. You know, it's giving it. Alright, come on. This is the last one. Didn't do it for every single rock boy, but this is the last one. It's a giant ball, you can't miss it. Oh, come on, I hit it!
Try your best, but you don't succeed.
It hit. It's not fair. I hit it. You need to follow. Justice for KP and throwing clay on foil. It's honestly becoming a conspiracy at this point. Our final crystal pal is Little Violet, the little geode. So I don't want to build this up at all, just so that I can make sure I have room later for all the crystals and the epoxy sculpt to set them in. So I guess by far this is the easiest boy to do, because it's just a bowl with a vase and some legs. But that is the joy of rock making.
There once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was a Belly of Tea.
Yes, yes, the bonk was used quite a bit on this one. I want him to have a little bit of expression of like, why did this happen to me? I guarantee one of them convinced him to go play somewhere and he tumbled and cracked himself open. And now he's just sitting here and thinking about the choices he's made in life. But that's okay because he's gonna be beautiful in the inside. He was saving it for a special occasion. Everybody sees it. Of course, he joins the rest in this WW Club. I love it. I love him. And with him done, we need to bake all of our little beans. So, into the oven they go.
That one, your own unique one.
Taken center stage. We have the boy who can't even be in frame. Bink. Right, these little crystal boys seem to be liking a little bit of a crystal variety here, so I think it's time to break out the resin. I have so many crystal moves. It's not a problem. Let's do this. I have no idea what I'm doing. Let's go. Safety first. I've done some tests already with like alcohol inks and stuff. Like look at these. Look how cool these look. But I'm still testing and learning, and so I figured if I'm gonna keep testing, it's probably a good idea to test on the camera so people can see the process. I'm kind of just doing all colors because I haven't figured out what vibe each little dude is gonna have for this crystal. I mean, this one's figured out, right? Obviously, he has to be a little amethyst on the inside. That's just a given. I have an idea for a shape, but not for a color. So I'm just gonna do a bunch of different colors, and we're gonna see what fits. So we just have to do the doing. Let's mix this all together to make the crystals. See, this is why you need gloves. Every time I open one of these, it splurts. On one hand, I'm glad I did so many different color combos, but on the other, I have no idea what to do with all these extras. I guess we're getting a part 2 or something, I don't know. So I'm gonna do a little bit of an amethyst effect in here. Okay, let's demold our little monstrosities to see if there's anything good in here. Start with the good old green. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah, I wanted like a little green mossy boy, and I figured like, that looks good. I like that. Yeah, I definitely need to use more fairy film, but it's got the vibe. Now, I'm pretty sure I messed this one up. I added a drop of alcohol ink in here at the end, and I think it made it way too dark. So I want to see how much this one might have messed up. Yeah, it's definitely too dark, but it looks cool. It's giving ruby, you know? It's giving ruby. Now, this was my attempt at a geode, so we're gonna see what happened here. Oh, well, hey! Hey now! Hey now, this is what dreams of me. This doesn't look half bad at all. I'm pleasantly surprised. I don't know where the heck that blue came from, so we don't know her, but I think that's good. Obviously, with how extra I am, I want to put fairy lights. Look at how cool that'll be. I think it's gonna look cool. Well, I'm excited. This is such a fun project, guys. I'm so glad that the original project is a little bit delayed, because this was just so fun and so calming to do, and I don't feel stressed or forced to do anything. This is just some fun art making, and I'm really happy about it. Okay, everybody's crystals has been decided, and I was smart enough to divide them into cups so that I knew what went with what. He's gonna get like ruby colored little crystals. He's gonna get some green.
because even though I know these are crystal guys, I just can't resist the idea of putting moss on one. So he's gonna get some moss, okay? I can't help it. Our tiny little dude, who's not my favorite, he's gonna get the opal-y ones because he's gonna be a little pale boy. So this little dude that Sarah swears is Wubba Fett, which now I kind of can't unsee it. So now we've named him Wooble. He is going to rock some blue and purple because obviously one had to have it, and I had to make it one and not all of them because self-control. The geode was his own cup. So I did all the little different colors from the white and the light purple to the dark purple. I know it looks like it's the fun crystal time, but that has to wait still because I need to paint all the beans first. And the reason I'm doing that is I want to paint as little as possible when the crystals are actually glued on there, because I know for a fact that I am a klutz and I will likely paint on them in some capacity. So the less chances of that happening, the better. So it's painting time. Oh, well, that was a little aggressive. Yay!
To start, everybody got a base rocky color, some dark and some light. Then we go in with a dark wash to get into all the little details, making sure to wipe away the excess. And lastly, we go back in with a white highlight to hit all the edges to make them pop.
I don't have words. Gotta shade that booty. Make her pop.
There's a little pebble.
Now that we have the babies all nice and painted, I hollowed out the little aluminum foil section so I can insert the crystals better. Because these little dudes are itty bitty, the fairy light pack is going to have to sit out. And I'm just going to be okay with that because I want lights, even if they don't fit. I'll just hide these during the photo shoot. So we just pretend like we don't see these, okay? You never saw it.
You didn't see anything, right?
Yes, sir.
Make a little hole in the back of them to feed the fairy lights through.
I don't like this! I don't like this! Oh, God!
One by one, each little crystal is temporarily glued into place.
Light check. Does still light up? Looking good, looking good. Alright, next.
I do appreciate Past Me for making so many in the colors I wanted, so I had many options. But I gotta say, it did not help my natural indecisiveness. Not a damn bit.
So this is probably going to be a little janky because none of the crystals are uniform, so...
The only thing janky was all these camera shots because I kept moving all over the place trying to get the right crystal angle. So, sorry about that.
It's giving it. I was losing my mind a little bit last night, so I wanted to show again how cool this geode looks. I think it really gives the geode vibes, and of course... it lights up and it looks super, super fancy. It took 2 hours and my brain is fried. I don't even want to count how many crystals are in here, but it looks really, really good. And so we only have one dude left. It's this dude.
To give this little boy moss, we must first add the glue.
Let's see if I remember how to do this. That's a vibe. Look at him. Oh, I dig that a lot. I also like how it comes off the edge a little bit. Yes. Alright, I only have one step left, and that's to cover like any of the glue and little extra bits you could see from when I glued on the crystals, and that means time to break out the epoxy sculpt, which I've been saying like this entire video.
Mixing the epoxy together, I took little thin noodles and just pressed it in all around the crystals. Then, take your patented epoxy texturer and smack it all over.
I don't know if you can see like what that does. It like gives it little gravelly texture, so like actually the crystals are actually growing out of the rock. just like that. And then I'll paint it to match. But yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
Our final step is just blending the epoxy back in with the clay, just trying to hit the crystals as little as possible. But a Q-tip and water easily gets rid of my inevitable rogue brushstrokes. Guys, this is going up there in the list of fave projects. This was just so fun, and with them all done, it's time to take a look at the final montage!
Where are you going? Stop! Wait for me! Ah! Oh no!
Oh no. Oh no, you're leaving me again. Where are you going? Stop it. Please. So stupid. Not again. How many times are you guys gonna leave me? I can only go up and down so many times. Please. Don't leave me again. Don't do it. Can you tell I'm getting better at being on camera? I'm being so stupid.